Bedwars is a game where you need your bed in a lot of situations. So guys, in today's video, I'm going to be giving my tips and tricks for how to keep your bed more times than not in Bedwars. And if you guys could do me a big favor and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, I would really appreciate it. Alright guys, so I'm currently on the Pernicious map, and basically this is a fast generator map. As you can see, I'm getting lots of resources very quickly. And this is really important because there are two types of maps in Bedwars, and this is one of them, and the other type is slow generator maps. So with a fast generator map, what you can do is save up 28 iron, buy wool and endstone. And what you're going to want to do is do this defense for fast generator maps. You're going to want to place down your endstone like that first, and then a layer of wool on top of it. Now this is a really solid defense for solo Bedwars. So what you're going to want to do immediately after that is make sure that whichever base that you decide to go to, the other side is not rushing you. So I'm going to go for white here, but as you can see, gray is not rushing me. So now that I know that, I know it's safe to go for white. And that's important because you always want to make sure that you're not getting rushed. And white just fell in the void. This is perfect. I'm going to go do a double take, make sure that gray is not rushing me. Now that I know that I'm in the clear to go get white, this is perfect because I know that my bed is safe for now. And if I don't take too long here, then I know that I'll be just fine. And there we go. Now after you get a kill like that, you always want to make sure that you're still not getting rushed. As you can see, gray is still not rushing me, which is perfect. That means I have time to prepare myself for my next fight. Alright, so I'm currently back at my base. I'm going to go ahead and go for gray/blue. You always want to make sure that you're not getting rushed from the other side because green is still alive. As you can see, green is all the way over there. So I do have time, but they are going for my base. You just always want to make sure you know how much time you have because that is so important in solo Bedwars. So I just got his bed, but I know that green's rushing me. So what I'm going to do is quickly, and I mean very quickly, and if I die here, I'm not even going to be mad because I know that green's rushing me. But since green is rushing me, and I got that kill, I'm going to go ahead and void. Use spectator mode to know where exactly your opponents are. That's very helpful. So because of spectator mode, I know exactly where this guy is. He is over here. There we go. But you always want to make sure that you check your base because now blue over here, he wants my blood as well. The biggest thing though, if you really want to keep your bed, is you have to stay somewhat close to your base and you basically have to baby it. You have to make sure that your base is always not getting rushed. You have to make sure that it's always safe. And the first thing you want to do with your first 4 diamonds in the game is to buy a minor fatigue trap, and you also want to buy protection because protection is so key in fights. But this is like perfect. I mean, this is like the perfect scenario. Green and blue are right next to each other. They're fighting. This is great. This means I have time to go in for green while he is distracted by blue. This man literally gave up his bed to go get my bed. And sometimes that's what you got to think about too. Is it worth protecting your bed? That's a question you always have to ask yourself, especially in solos. In this case, yes, it's worth protecting my bed. I have an ender pearl, so I know that I'm fine here. And ultimately, I know that I don't have to void here. I want to show you the power of a minor fatigue trap though. He's going to go in for my bed, and he actually has TNT, which is very useful. And there we go, we got the dub. And guys, I just want to mention how critical that bed defense there was. If I only had 1 layer of wool there, he could have just easily destroyed that wool and gotten my bed. It would have taken him longer though because of the minor fatigue trap, but that is something he could have done. Because I had that endstone over my bed, it created a much stronger layer of protection for my bed. Alright, so the second type of map that there is a slow generator map. As you can see, I'm currently on playground, and playground is very slow when it comes to generating resources. So basically I have a strategy for when I'm on slow generator maps, and that is to buy just wool. You want to use wool for your defense if you're on a slow gen map, in my opinion, and here's why. Using 1 layer of wool as a defense only costs 4 iron, and if you want to use endstone on a map when there isn't a fast generator, that's going to take you forever to actually get enough resources to buy endstone. Because like in the last game, we were able to get an endstone defense down in a matter of less than 30 seconds. On this map, it's going to take you almost a minute to really get enough resources to get the endstone base down, along with getting enough to buy wool so that you can actually rush people. And so there is actually a third strategy when it comes to not losing your bed. And as you can see, I'm currently at mid and I am getting loads of emeralds. As you can see, I'm getting 2 emeralds per generator. These generators they reset every 60 seconds. So in 2 minutes after the game starts, I can have 8 emeralds. Basically with 8 emeralds, you can go to your block section and get 2 things of obsidian. Now, I personally do not recommend using obsidian as your bed defense, but if you are really struggling with losing your bed, this might be your best option. So you just place your obsidian very carefully. You want to make sure you don't accidentally mess up your placement. You always want to make sure that you cover your obsidian with a block like wool so that people don't know that you have it. So I'm currently at yellow base, just buying potions for my next attack, and you always just want to make sure to scout out your base. Make sure nobody's going to your base. Now that I can see that there's nobody actually rushing me, I know that I am in the clear to go to the next base, which in this case it happens to be blue, but I see that blue is not at their base. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to locate them. I found blue, they're at mid, we combo them, and there we go. Ha! This guy tried to use potions on me, but I just slapped him into the void. And this guy still has no idea that I have obsidian, so this is perfect. I mean, I'm in a great spot right here. This guy's low on health. I'm just going to go ahead and... Okay, he has minor fatigue trap, which is fine. Okay, so once we just get his bed real quick, I'm going to go ahead and take his resources and put them in my ender chest just so he can't have access to them. There we go, baby. Perfect. Flawless him at the end there. So guys, just to give a bit of a summary of what I have said to you in this video, tip number 1 is to identify the type of map that you're playing on. If it's a slow generator map, then use the wool strategy so you can save on iron and immediately rush players. If you're on a fast generator map, then save up some iron, buy endstone, and then put wool on top of that endstone and then rush players. Tip number 2 is to always be checking up on your base when you're rushing other players. So after you get a final kill, always make sure that if you can see your base, be sure that nobody else is rushing your base so that you know you're in the clear to go to the next base. And tip number 3 is to buy obsidian if you feel that it's necessary. Obviously, you can buy a bunch of other good things with emeralds, including ender pearls and potions, but that's where you have to use your game sense knowledge to know that if it's a good situation to buy obsidian or not. But guys, that's all the tips I have for you in this video. Hopefully you guys did find this video useful, and if you did, be sure to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. I really do appreciate it. And guys, with that being said, I will talk to you all later. Have a fantastic, wonderful, beautiful day, and guys, peace out.